Alright everybody, now we got the ribbon cables here. Get them put in. They'll have both sets of ribbon cables, and apparently the two little sticky pads that go on the back of the NAND switch. You got a flat gray ribbon cable and then a flat white one. These two ribbon cables go in right here and here. This front one here is going to be your white one. So you should put that one in first. Just push these black tabs out like so. I actually struggled with this on the slim model. I'm not going to struggle as much on this one. So this back one is kind of a pain. There we go. I'm gonna wiggle it around, I guess. Alright, now we're on to the other side of the board. I'll be back in just a second. Turn this around. Seems as though the adhesive pad's not holding on this. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of rigging up there. Alright. Now let's pop open our demon box. So, oh, wrong box. Done a few of these lately. I'm gonna go ahead and get out our Coolrunner attachment. This is a pretty neat little doohickey. It allows the demon to communicate with the Coolrunner by a ribbon cable, and so you can program your Coolrunner with your demon. So this little doohickey here just slides right over the Coolrunner programming pins, like so. And now, I really wish this was sticking in place, but you want to be careful when you remount this, because I actually got one in that was having issues. Somebody else did the install, but if you mount this thing too far off to the side and you stick it down, these little pins here can touch the power terminal and short out. You won't enjoy it. And the Xbox doesn't enjoy it. Why should you? So just be careful. You can get it relatively close, but mind your distance. Some of you may notice that this one also doesn't have the ground wire on the low loss. This is because this is another one of them consoles I found would not glitch at all with the low loss grounded. but it does glitch without it grounded. So that is why I don't have it grounded. I'm going to be taking the low loss off so that I can get to the programming terminal on the underside of it here. So I already put a little flux on there. Clean my tip a little bit. Make sure all these other wires are tucked out of the way so I don't end up burning those. Now, you got it. Clean up time. This particular console is also going to be a candidate for the CPU RST cleaner. It is a Jasper big block on RGH 2.0. Alright, the solder point we're looking for is labeled EN. It's right here. And its coinciding point is over here on this add-on chip that goes on the Coolrunner. Right there. So we're going to prep both these solder points. Just a dab of flux on each one. Now, you don't get a wire for this, so you're going to have to provide your own wire. It's one little short wire, cut the length. That's actually something I meant to do on my last break, was cut the wire at length. But I forgot. So I'll do it now. Got this chunk of blue wire sitting here. Trim the tip just a little bit on it. And we'll go from there to here. It's another part of the communication. Actually, that's the I think that's what gives the Demon the ability to shut off the Coolrunner when you're on the retail NAND. The power light on the Coolrunner stays on, but it just doesn't glitch. It doesn't try to glitch. Provided that you have a Coolrunner programmed with the Demon timing files. Some of you are using this to have fusion on one and freestyle dash on the other, or something to that effect. Alright, let's put this low loss back on. I have to probably put a little bit more solder on the joint. Joint? It's not a joint yet. Did say a little bit. Biggest problem with Q-tips is they leave those little tiny fuzzy hairs all over anything. It's even slightly sticky. Alright, let's get the smaller white wire here. We're just going to kind of worm it through some of these capacitors here. Now, you want to kind of pull it off to the side of the power port and stick the blue part in up top, like so. And snap that back in place. And now flip it over. Like so. I'm just going to kind of tuck this down in there so it stays in place. Like that. Sorry if I got my head in view. All that's left now is to get the NAND switch installed, which for that I'm going to need to put it back in the cage and get the bottom part of the housing out so I know where to put it. So I'll be right back.